Curtis, why don't you just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself, you know, how old you are, and what your health background is, how you felt before you came into Raw, and, you know, what got you interested in wanting to eat like this?
Good question. Well, basically it started out as I was going to become a correctional officer, and I left one job after 25 years of working there, and I was kind of on the heavy side, and you know, I know if you were going to become a correctional officer, you have to be more or less in shape. They had you know, a physical that you had to take. You had to run a mile, you had to do some push-ups and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, basically I couldn't do those things after working 25 years at this one job. I was just out of shape. I know with getting in shape and all that, you got to put the proper things in your body, you know, which goes hand in hand, you know, with, you know, getting in shape, going to the gym and just eating the right things as you go to the gym. You just can't go to the gym and eat whatever you want. So basically that's it.
Oh, I know you got more to your story than that. You're a little camera shy right now, because Kurt, I tease him and I call him Chatty Cathy, because this guy, he knows how to talk. So we just need to break the ice here and get you into your story, because I know that you have a lot to offer people.
Okay.
Do you mind sharing your age first off?
Yes, 50. I'm 50 years of age, and
Looks
I
great.
feel like I'm 20 after experienced the raw food experience. Let me tell you, it was just almost like God sent. You know what I mean? It was more or less something I almost tripped into. You know, basically, I don't know. When you search, and sometimes you just don't find the right things. You know, when you search, it takes sometimes it takes so long that you just fall off. But this time, it just seemed like everything just felt right in order, like a domino effect. And I ran into a couple people before I met Michelle, and you know, they was good. I mean, they was on the right track. But it just seemed like when I got to Michelle, and she just seemed to just really do a lot of research on this basic diet and the way to, you know, eat, your intake, the stuff that you put in your body. So basically, once I started out with Michelle, I just got really caught up in it, because it just seemed everything was just working. Everything was just falling into place the way it should be. And with Michelle, she's like the brain, the center, the knowledgeable person that's really sincere. She speaks from her heart. And that's basically what kept me close to her and befriended her, because not just business-wise, but just friendship-wise. Just like, as you know, with her potlucks, you know, it's everybody that's into the same thing, just all join together and tell you their experiences with raw food.
And, you know, I was wondering if you could tell people how you felt before you got into raw food, maybe some health problems that you had, how much weight you lost upon going raw, and maybe just even showing your picture too.
Sure. When I came into raw foods, or basically, I was 205 pounds. After, you know, starting, you know, of course I was working out. You got to keep that, you know, in mind. You can't just eat. You got to do both. You got to work out and you got to eat properly. So I'm basically down to 170. That's the lowest I want to go. But at the same time, you could be 170 and you could also be weak. This 170, I am so strong. For example, I challenged a young kid, you know, 3 times younger than me. He was 17 years of age. He plays football ever since he was 12. I offered him an arm wrestle challenge, and I beat him with no problem. Whereas before, I couldn't do nothing like that. I couldn't even come closer to anything like that. Yeah, and this is just a period of, what, 3 months of eating raw. And of course, I was, like I said, working out. But 3 months ain't that very much time. Imagine if I was doing this for a year. You know what I mean? Which is definitely going to happen. It's going to be, it's the way of life for me now. So I can imagine, it seems like everything is just going backwards. You know, instead of me getting older, it feels like I'm getting younger.
Right.
This is the picture.
Can you zoom in on that too, Chris, in case people can't see?
This is the picture where what I used to look like when
Curtis is in the middle.
Yes, of course, that's me in the middle. I was 205 pounds, and I couldn't do one push-up. I felt sluggish, tired. You know, as far as, you know, the ladies, I felt like a big cuddly bear, which some women do like. But this one, the way I am now, I feel like they better watch out because I'm on the prowl. I ain't no cuddly bear. I'm more like a panther. So, I mean, I didn't feel real bad because I was always a busy person and all that. I mean, certain things, you know, I noticed didn't perform, you know, up to its best. Whereas raw food now, I could perform to my best of my ability. Whereas here, I couldn't do that. You know, I just had to settle. You know what I mean?
Like, how do you feel when you wake up in the morning?
I feel great.
Compared to then?
I feel great. I could get up and I could do anything and everything a young man can do. And this is the honest to God truth. Matter of fact, I feel better than a young man because I'm more older and more experienced, and it's just one wonderful lifestyle that I live. I mean, I am so in awe with my whole life, my whole aura, my whole spirit.
And lastly, what is one of the easiest things in raw food that you found that has allowed you to consistently stay this way?
Oh man, my favorites, smoothies. I tell you, smoothies is the most easiest thing.
What kind of smoothies though?
It's the green smoothies, which is easy to make. You can make with a regular mixer, or you know, you could upgrade and get a Vitamix. And let me tell you something. That's just like an everyday thing that you would like to have in your body because it just gives you that vitality, that energy.
It's easy to drink too.
It's easy to drink, and it's definitely.
And it's easy to make too.
And it's easy to make.
1 minute, you know, you put everything in the blender,
Mm-hmm.
you hit on, it pulverizes it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got, you know, 1 to 2 quarts.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink it in the morning, you can drink it in the afternoon, you can have it at home
Mm-hmm.
when you come home from work, or
Mm-hmm.
even like you, Kurt, you you drive trucks during
That's
the day,
right,
right?
that's
So
right.
you do that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, while you're driving, helps
Mm-hmm.
sustain those long drives.
Oh yes.
Keep
oh,
you
yes.
going.
Oh yes. Let me tell you, this has been one blessing from God to me. You know what I mean? This is one of the greatest gifts God could give you. I don't even feel compelled to have health insurance. I mean, accidents do happen, but I don't think about it like that. You know, where most people worry about it. Oh, you know, how I'm gonna get my next pill, how I'm gonna get my next, you know, fill my next prescription. I don't even look at life like that anymore. I just look at life as one great blessing of good health, good living, and your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, everything just come together with eating raw foods because it starts from the inside and then it works its way out.
Yeah, that's a Thai cabbage salad that I made. Let's get a look at that.
Get yourself a fork in there. Okay.
We got red and purple cabbage, sesame oil, olive oil, fresh ginger, some spices, black sesame seeds. That's good, right?
Yes.
Who would have thought that, you know, one would like cabbage? Because when I was a kid, the word cabbage was just like,
Turn off.
it was a turnoff, right? Yeah, it was just like,
Oh
ugh.
my God, that is so freaking good.
How do you like it, Chris?
I love them.